out. Now we're going to go to the other side, what's being called the United Kingdom protest. And these far-right marches have been quite controversial because they have drawn a lot of xenophobic. They've been accused of having a lot of Islamophobic rhetoric on the stage. And I'm talking the one that happened last September. So we're going to also try to capture the mood.
What does it mean to make Britain great again?
Oh, it's got to be to find our roots and our identity back again. And I think over the last decade, it's just eroded.
We're here because we've been bombarded with Islam, ain't we?
With Muslims?
Yeah. Well, the extremists, not just the Muslims. That's not a problem. It's the extremism that's the problem.
But why is it a problem?
Grooming gangs.
Grooming gangs.
The priority for housing.
If you were to paint me a picture of how you want this country to look, what would it look like?
Christian.
And where Sharia law advances as a parallel system, our hard-fought rights retreat.
And history has shown it time and time again.
I'm just going to read the first line. So it says, British Christians awake.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
It means we've got to wake up because we've been nulled, we've been duped, we've been fed a lie by the liberalists.
I went to the other march and they were saying that this is a far-right march.
We may be to the right of politics, but the greatest lie ever told is when they say that Adolf Hitler was right-wing. Adolf Hitler was left-wing. He was a socialist. He was a follower of Marx, Nietzsche, Engels and Darwin.
Alright, we're under the flag here. We're under the flag.
Yes, the British Lion and the Lion of Great Britain is now awake, fully awake.
But when did it go to sleep? People will tell you when did it go to sleep.
We have lived in apathy for many years and taken our freedoms for granted.
What do you feel like the biggest problem with the country is right now? Like, what's the biggest thing?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's the amount of immigration. We're getting taken over, culturally.
Do you think that there's too many of them?
Yes, undocumented. We don't know who they are. Look at the accounts of rape, stabbings. We never used to have this on our streets. People put it into our communities. We shouldn't have to live like this. And our women and children living in fear.
I'm seeing a bunch of flags also here today. There's some the monarchy Iran flag, and I saw some Israel flag.
And they're all welcome.
Okay.
They're all welcome.
Would you welcome the Palestine flag here as well?
No.
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 How come?
No. Because Palestine.
You good?
Because Palestine represents a regime, Iran regime, which does not mix with our culture. They live in a different world to us.
But I saw some Brits there. Like I did, I promise.
What do you see? You just hear anti-Semitic slogans like, river to the sea, calling for jihad, infatala. What's that about? It shouldn't be. Like, it's not our thing. It shouldn't be on our streets. This is Great Britain.
A few things just happened on our way out. There was a group of 4 guys who were looking at us, and then one of them approached one of our crew members here and basically just said, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?" But to be fair, the other guy came in and apologized and stopped his friend from continuing.
Now, as the dust settles on what we saw today, here's what's worth sitting with. At the United Kingdom rally, speakers and organizers openly called for removing Islam from every single place of authority in Britain. A French far-right group took to the stage dressed in niqabs, encouraging the crowd to chant, "Take it off." Interesting to note how many attendees were quick to tell me that they rejected any labels of being far-right or racist, that this was about unity and reclaiming the country's original roots and values. But standing there, watching it unfold, it wasn't hard to notice that there was one religion very obviously being singled out, mocked, and targeted.
Anyway, hope this was informative. I'm signing off now. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.